Welcome. In this video I will introduce the find command, but first I want to show the directory structure that I have created to demonstrate this command. I'm going to use the tree command just to show we have basically a few folders with different kind of files and different files with different contents and sizes. Let's see what is the makeup of the find command. We have the find command itself, and after we need to specify a starting point where it will start the find command, and after that we have options. Options meaning, for example, we can have how deep we want to search in a given directory tree, or we just want to search like one level deep. That means, for example, one level deep is going to be from the base directory is going to be directory 1, so it's going to only search in this one. It will not search in directory A, for example. And the same thing, if we go 2 level deep, it will search in directory A, but if there were, for example, in subdirectory, it won't search this part. An additional thing could be follow symbolic links or never follow symbolic links. These are options that can be defined when we do the search. The other part is going to be the expression. The expression is a criteria, for example, the name of the file, the type of the file, the size of the file, the file creation time, and so on. I will show all these in the later stage of this video. And we have the last part is the action, because with find we can use actions. For example, we want to remove certain files that meet the criteria that we define. I will start with a very simple find command that is usually being used. This is the most common way how at least I'm using the find command, is simply just typing find. We define where do we start. The ./ means that we're going to start the search from the Linux folder, and it will just going to recursively go through all the folders and files. I want to find the files that has a txt extension. So these are going to be text files. So this is going to search in the name of the file, and I need to put it in quotation marks. And after that, the one difference is that I'm using the star or asterisk. This is a wildcard character, and this is a regular expression. So if I press enter, it will show all the files that has txt extension. The next very useful command could be I want to see, or I want to find every single hidden file. This is the same concept, since we know that whatever file starts with the dot in its file name, that will be a hidden character. And we use the star again, and this will be a wildcard character, and this will match whatever it is. So as you can see, we have the hidden file and we have the hidden file too. And as you can see, I'm using the asterisk, and it matches different lengths as well. It's the same here. It matches file 1 and file 3. Yes, if we want to find a text file that we know it starts with the file, but we don't know what is exactly the number, in that case, we can just use the question mark, and this will replace one character only. So it will show us the file 1 and file 3. We can use the find command to find different sizes of files. The beginning of the command is going to be the same. Where do we start? And after that, I can just have size, and I want to find everything that is bigger than 10 megabytes. In that case, it will find us the largest file and the large file. If we want to find exactly, that is 50 megabytes, in that case we don't use any prefixes, we just use 50 megabytes, and it will find if there is a file with 50 megabytes. If we want to find everything that is less than 50 megabytes, we can use the minus sign and it will find everything that is less than 50 megabytes. The next bit could be permissions. If we want to find every file that has a given permission, we are looking for a specific file that we know has the permission, or we just want to change the permission on that file. We use the define command. We have the starting point and we use the perm flag, and this is going to be the permission, and we just put the permission number in it. I was talking about permissions in my previous video. I will leave that video in the description below. You can look it up and you can have a better understanding of permissions. So in this case, if I press enter, it will find every file that has the permission 777. But so far, we couldn't verify if it's actually the files that we were looking for. So what I want to do next is use the same command, but execute with these given files the following command. I can just type exec and this will execute a different command. And I want to execute the ls command, and I just going to use the LA. So this is going to list all the attributes, permissions, what is belonging to a file. And I will need to close it with the two curly braces. The curly braces are needed because this is going to be replaced by the file name whenever it finds a file. In this case, this will be replaced in the first recursion cycle with this file name, and after it will execute the lsla on this file. And we need to tell the find command that the execution has finished in terms of the command is going to be run at this stage. So we need to use the semicolon. That's a special bash character. We need to escape it with the backslash. And when I press enter, it will show us, as I mentioned previously, that the first is going to be file1 and the second one is going to be the symbolic link. And with the permission, we can see that yes, it has a 777 permissions because it has read, write, execute, read, write, execute, and read, write, execute. An additional usage can be by stringing together different commands. For example, I want to delete all the files that is 20 day or older. Now we just create mtime. Mtime means that's the file, that's the modification time when the file was modified. And the same idea holds here as well, plus 20 days, because I'm using mtime. If I use mmin, in that case, that's going to show me 20 minutes or older files, but I will stay with the mtime. Files that are 20 days or older, and I'm just going to quickly use the lsla, and there is only one file here, and this was modified on the 23rd of January. Today's date is 22nd of February. Let me just show you. This is the date where I'm filming the video. This is 20 days or older, this file. And what I mentioned is I can delete this file or any file that is matching this description by just using simply the rmrf. It's going to be removed recursively if there is more files or it represents a folder and so on. And the F is going to force the remove, so it won't ask me if I want to remove the file or not. When I press enter, and I will try to use the previous command that will list me the files that is 20 days or older. And as you can see, there is no file since I removed them or deleted them. An additional way how we could use this find command, if we string it together actually with other commands. For example, I want to find all the files that is more than 50 megabytes, and I will just use the execute lsla, and I'm going to put an age flag at the end. This is going to represent a human readable format. Let me just show first without the age, and after I will show with the age. character. In this case, we have this only one file. It shows 62,914,560 bytes. And if I use the H, in that case, it will just show me in a human readable format that this is actually 60 megabytes. Let me just modify this to 40. And now we have two files that is matching the description. And I can use this output, and I'm using the pipe, and this will get all the output into the following command. I can just sort the output. As you can see, the order has changed. It is the 50 megabyte file is first and the 60 megabyte file is second in the list because I'm using the sort command additionally. And let me just use a reversed, and yes, it just shows me a reverse. I think this is a good introduction to the find command, but as the last bit where I create, for example, a few files, and I will show how is the find command can be used with the sort command. I'm going to use the touch command. This is a glob descriptor. What will this do? It will expand for every single alphabetic character from A to H. It's going to use touch, file A, file B, file C, and so on. I will put an underscore so it will be read more easily. And using the find command, I can simply just put name and file, and I'm going to use the underscore and the one single wild character, and it will show me all the files that I have just created, A to H. It is not in order. What I can do, even in this point, I can just use the sort command and it will sort the file in alphabetical order, and I can just do the reverse. In that case, it's going to be from H till A. And there is infinite amount of iteration that how we can use this, but I would say this is a very good tool to find the files, and later on if we want to actually execute some other commands, and later on we can just pipe the output into another command and so on. Thank you for watching, and for the rest we'll get to it.